Yo, what's poppin', my pimple? God, I hate that I started the video like that. I'm sorry, my friend Wallace told me if I was going to show you guys the pictures he took from the set, I had to start the video like that. There you go. Hello Procrastinator, Sam here, and if you guys haven't noticed, I did not talk about the new pictures we got from the Sonic Movie 2 set in a video, and that is because I wanted to wait to record this video. In this video, I'll be showing you guys some new and exclusive shots that my friend Wallace Per Hour took himself on the Sonic Movie 2 set. And I figured I'd wait to get those photos and to talk about all of this as a whole rather than making a bunch of different videos for each little picture we see. So definitely stick around in this video to watch and see all the exclusive pictures that my friend took, as well as some videos. And I should give a bit of a spoiler warning. Again, it's nothing groundbreaking, but for those who really don't want any spoilers whatsoever for what this movie's going to be like, don't watch this video, you know, because my friend did take videos of actual scenes being filmed. So if you don't want to see that stuff, don't watch. And please, 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 procrastinators, show some love to Wallace Per Hour. I'm going to link to all this stuff first thing in the description. Show him some love. Follow him on his YouTube, his social medias, even his TikTok. He has a new TikTok. Please, please, please show him some love. None of this would have been possible without him. And it was so nice of him to go all the way out there, get these videos, and to send them to me. That's super awesome of him. So thank you so much, Wallace. I appreciate it. So first thing first, let's talk about the picture of Sonic, Tails, and yes, Knuckles on the set of Sonic Movie 2. Obviously, these are just props, obviously. These are not like CGI pictures of them, how they will be in the movie. These are just props for the actors to look at while they film their scenes. So don't take these designs as one-to-one exactly how they will look in the movie. In fact, you could already see that, you know, Tails looks a little more derpy this time around than how he did in the actual movie. Same with Sonic. So don't look at these as the official designs of how they will look in the movie when they're animated, because that's just not how it's going to be. This is purely for the actors to see, you know, where to look at like eye level. In fact, again, if you guys remember pictures from the Sonic Movie 1 on set, they had the old design, but they're able to, you know, redo the design and have it look natural for the actors. It just matters on the height of their level, on where they're looking when they film their scenes. So we already seen Sonic in the movie, obviously. We've already seen Tails and how he will look in the movie. But Knuckles, this is new, and this is something that we didn't know for sure was confirmed. We knew that they were possibly casting Jason Momoa for Knuckles and stuff like that, but we did not see actual real confirmation that Knuckles will be in the movie, and this is that confirmation we needed. Knuckles right there on set. And it's the trio. The trio is back. The Sonic heroes. And as a fan of Sonic heroes and the main three, I love this. I love this so much, and it's so great to see that my three favorite characters are just gonna be on screen together, you know, in a movie. That's my dream. I'm so happy to see that happening. And yeah, let's talk about Knuckles' design, because my God, so he's looking a bit chunkier than how he usually does in the games, and I think that's fine. You know, one of the most bizarre things I didn't really like about Boom Knuckles was just how buff they made him. I like Knuckles being buff. Don't get me wrong. Even in designing the games, Knuckles always has a bit more upper body strength than Sonic, and you could tell by the shape of his body and stuff like that he always had more of a V than an oval as a body. I guess that's a way of saying it. And I kind of like what they did here. They kept it pretty original to how he looks in the games, but they gave him a little bit more of that buff side, kind of like what they did with Boom, but not as dramatic, and I love that. It makes it look natural, it makes it look believable, and it really shows off that he is a stronger character than, you know, the other characters. And I'm really happy to see that, you know, they decided to take some inspiration from, you know, a little bit outside the main source material to go with Boom and to kind of do a mixture of the both. I like that a lot. And if you guys do notice, he does appear to be missing that you know, white stripe type thing he has like on his chest. Again, these are just props. You know, I feel like that design doesn't really matter. It just matters, again, where the actors are looking at eye level, making sure they're looking at them at the right angle. In fact, you can already tell that, you know, Knuckles' cuff is gray, and I'm pretty sure that that's not how it will be in the movie. I'm pretty sure that is specifically just how it looks on that prop itself. In fact, the main reason why they probably did that is because his cuffs are usually green, and because of green screen and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't know, this could all be complete bullshit what I'm saying, but it might be because it's green. They don't want to have green on the characters. But again, I don't know for sure, but that's just a guess on why they won't have green showing on the character. But either way, not a big problem. All this really confirms, though, is that Knuckles is in the movie, and he might look a bit bit buffer than how he usually does in the games, which is fine. I think that looks great on Knuckles. Amazing job too. The designer is probably Tyson Hess. Tyson Hess, good job as always. We also did see some screenshots of on-set stuff of Tika Sumpter and James Marsden, you know, in the area. They were like running with smoke around them, stuff like that. So clearly there's some sort of action scene happening here of some sort, which is pretty cool. And there is one other thing I want to talk about is we did see Eggman now floating up in the sky. Earlier, I did talk about what looked like possibly Lee Majdu being carried up by either, you know, I guessed either Eggman or Tails. But after seeing Eggman flying too, that confirms to me he was most likely talking to Eggman. People were like, but Sam, Lee is, you know, being grateful for being lifted up, so he has to be talking to Tails. No, Lee is on Eggman's side. He's talking nice to Eggman. So I think that's probably what's happening. Again, it's not confirmed. I could be wrong on that. But I think that's what it is, you know, he's saying, please take me with you to Eggman, and Eggman is carrying him up some way or shape or form. And again, we don't really know what's happening there, but it literally looks like Eggman is flying. It's probably some sort of jetpack or something he has. We're not quite sure yet, but it's quite interesting. And one thing I do want to mention regarding Robotnik is his design. You can see he is bald, he has the bigger mustache, which is great, but he is not necessarily bigger in terms of weight. You could definitely tell, you know, there was times where Jim Carrey would mention, yeah, I'd love to wear a fat suit. It looks like they didn't go that route, which is, I guess, is a little disappointing. I would have liked it to be a little closer to the source material, but again, it's not the end of the world. It looks like he's just sticking with kind of like the design he had in the first movie, except now he's bald and he has the big stash, which honestly looks great anyway. So I'm not mad about it at all. Maybe with Sonic Movie 3, his character will adapt even more and become even crazier, which I think is great. I'm so excited to see what the future of this story holds, honestly. But okay, now is the time where I want to show you guys some of the exclusive videos that my friend Wallace sends us. Again, shout out to Wallace. His stuff is in the description. Please check him out. Thank you so much, Wallace, again. Guys, please enjoy some of this footage.
Got the gun vehicles here.
same license, right? Same license driver cost you would be the transpo? Cost you, so cost one for, plus air brakes? Plus air brakes?
So there you have it, and there is a few things I want to talk about regarding the footage that you've seen. If you guys notice that they are still filming in the same spot, we saw both, Liam Majdub and Eggman being carried in that film in front of that Mean Bean coffee shop. And if you guys notice, the gun soldiers all have their gun facing up. So what that tells me is not only is, Gun possibly going to be going after Sonic because of, the Adventure 2 type thing where Sonic gets arrested, jumps out of the helicopter, stuff like that, but it looks like Gun is for sure going after Robotnik. The government is not on Eggman's side here. They are definitely going after Robotnik as well, which is cool, just like the games. And you can tell there's a lot of fans and wind being blown at the soldiers' direction when they're aiming up. So clearly when Eggman is taken off, there's a lot of wind coming from whatever he's using to fly. So that tells me some sort of jetpack or some sort of hover machine is being used for him to be propelled up. And if you saw in the video of the gun soldiers like doing barrel rolls and running across the street and like going crazy, just absolute chaos, it tells me that they're facing some resistance. It looks like Eggman or Sonic for that matter, but because there is a lot of wind, you would think maybe Sonic running around them, but no, I think it could be Eggman, again, hovering over them, is showing someone is giving them some sort of resistance, and that's great. I'm happy to see that, that tells me there will be action, there will be fights, there will be, gunfire, this and that, which we already know there was fake gunshots. I think they mentioned that in one of the towns they were filming in. And I don't know if it was specifically this town where we're seeing now, but we do know, with the police chase off, there was like fake gunshots and stuff like that being heard, which is great. I'm happy to see that there is, action in this movie. And I'm always a sucker for good action scenes, and I can't wait to see what action scenes this movie will hold. Again, and if you guys want to know my thoughts on it in the future, make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay followed on this channel. When the movie comes out, you will see my initial review and my review after the fact of me going scene by scene and talking about it. And that's interesting because it makes me wonder what Eggman, is going to be doing to warrant such a huge military response. It tells me he's probably going to try to take over the world. It's not just try to take out Sonic anymore. It's not like personal. He probably went absolutely crazy with Sonic's power with the quill. He is probably going to plan to try to destroy the human race and take over or something insane like that. And I think that's what's probably going to happen, and that's probably going to warrant this huge military response to go after Eggman as well. And it does leave a question is, I keep thinking maybe the military in the beginning of the movie might be going after Sonic a little bit too, because again, that is what happens in the game is Gun would go after Sonic, even arrested Sonic in the beginning of SA2. And it makes you wonder if that is the case, which is just speculation, what would have warranted that? Maybe Shadow? I'm not quite sure. A little part of me thinks if they were to bring in Shadow, maybe Robotnik would create Shadow using the quill, like the DNA or something of Sonic, and make it equivalent to Sonic with Shadow. I don't know, something weird like that. But yeah, whenever there's Gun, I always think of Shadow because a lot of their backstory is intertwined. And again, they have the helicopter, a gun helicopter, and it has to be that scene in SA2 where Sonic jumps out, and the only reason that's going to happen is if he was arrested. So I really hope that's the case, if that is what's happening. And again, I do want to bring up something I did mention, by the way. In the last video, when I said it says SA2 on the helicopter, it means Sonic Adventure 2. It actually doesn't. It actually means Sigma Alpha 2, which is the call sign to the exact helicopter in that scene. Take a listen.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
So yeah, not only is it just happened to be a gun helicopter, no, this is the helicopter that they are recreating from Sonic Adventure 2, from that scene. And speaking of the vehicles, the gun vehicles look great. All the tanks look awesome. Looks like they all got their gray paint on. They have the gun logo, and all the military uniforms that they're wearing, they all have the badge of the gun logo, which looks great. And I think that's awesome. Again, taking more stuff from the source material is always great, makes it more believable. And speaking of the detail, I also want to show some screenshots and some pictures that my friend Wallace also took on set. This is stuff that you honestly wouldn't have been seeing, you know, in the movie. I feel like a lot of this detailed pictures you would never see in the movie. This is stuff that is purely props, purely in the background to make it more believable that they're in Green Hills and this and that. And these pictures really show to what great lengths they'll go through to make sure every prop has a bunch of detail, even if they have to make a made-up backstory to certain things for certain locations, you know, in Sonic Movie 2. They will do that, even though you probably will never see that in the movie. So again, it's not a whole lot to see with these pictures, but it's still pretty cool to get a close-up of what these gun vehicles will look like, and again, just the overall props they're going to be using in the movie, and again, the great lengths they're going to make sure this looks authentic, believable, and it just looks great so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what this movie will look like. It looks like there's going to be a lot of action in this movie, and I'm happy to see that. You know, as much as I liked the first movie, I do want a bit more of that action. As I mentioned in my review, I want more of that action. I want more of Sonic the Hedgehog going against robots, going against Robotnik, the fight scenes, the speed, and it looks like we might get exactly that. What the future holds for this movie, we're not quite sure, but again, stay close to this channel for any new updates regarding Sonic Movie 2, any more pictures we might get of the set, and again, huge shout out to my friend Wallace for these amazing pictures and video from the set. Thank you so much, Wallace. We seriously appreciate it, guys. Again, please show him some love in the comments and follow his stuff in the description. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe to stay more and stay up to date with my content, hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you guys so much for letting me pass 30,000, by the way. Just cross a big, you know, huge milestone there. So I appreciate it, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me get to do, you know, my favorite thing, my dream, which is to make content for you guys every single day. I love you guys so much. This is Sam signing out. See you later, procrastinators.